Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the story of Jade Empire. No commentary involved.
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill someday. Please do not. This is the first task I have been given, and I don't want to get distracted. Master Li was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he left me here, he went back to his house in the center of the school, if you're looking for him.
Will you ever learn to fight like Master Li was fighting? I want to see that. That wizard with the bandits was scary, but he didn't last long against Master Li. Those bandits hurt a lot of people. Good thing you didn't get hurt too bad. I would have fought the bandits too, but I think maybe you fight a little better than me. Will you ever learn to fight like Master Li was fighting? I want to see that.
Those bandits didn't fight nice like you do at the school. I heard some people died when the bandits attacked. I'm glad you didn't. Those bandits were scary, but sometimes Master Li is a little scary too. Who was that man leading the bandits? He was really scary. Those bandits didn't fight nice like you do at the school.
Glad to see you're still well. By most reports, you've faced down many of those bandits yourself. Impressive, senior student. Who else? Gao the Lesser won't let a chance to glorify himself slip away. To hear Gao's side, he pushed back the bandits, but I know you dealt with the greater share of them. Of course, it was best that our master was there to deal with that sorcerer. The stories about their confrontation spread quicker than a plane's fire. It's always good to see you again, but I should keep practicing. They'd probably skin me alive if they heard me say this, but Wen and Lin look like they've got a little more free time right now. Go pester them so they don't pester me.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize. Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound. Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs. I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think. I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming. I'm not sure, but if you had to buy it, I'd happily pay you back for the trouble you went through. This wound will heal in time regardless, but I wouldn't complain if it knitted faster. All the quicker to return to my training. When he's not hollering at students for making too much noise, he's usually down by the beach looking after the statue of Emperor Sen. I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training. I haven't talked to many of the newer students. The only one I have strong opinions about is Gao. He and I have sparred many times. He's come dangerously close to injuring me, and I've seen his aggression hurt others. I've expressed my concerns to Smiling Mountain, and he wisely advises me to focus on myself. If I let my anger get the better of me, I'm no better than Gao. I'll answer what I can. Master Li cares deeply for all of us, despite his stern demeanor. Look how he came to my rescue when the bandit's spell left me wounded. I've heard a rumor that the man leading the bandits seemed to know Master Li, but I really couldn't say why. It's scary to think they came here with a purpose, though. Why don't you ask Master Li? I can only feed you answers that are common knowledge. Some of the other students might help you more. Wen is the most widely traveled here, and Lin hasn't been able to stop talking about ghosts, which is a nice change when we're talking about everyone else. If you have questions about history or philosophy, I recommend avoiding us students. Learn about the past from those who were there. I'll answer. Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
Smiling Mountain has been telling us to study your moves in his training sessions since the bandits came. Why would bandits attack the village? I guess there are fewer travelers to attack because of the ghost rumors. The village is lucky that Master Li is here to protect it. He would never let anything bad happen to Two Rivers. Master Li does not demonstrate his skills very often. He must have been very concerned for your safety. Smiling Mountain has been telling us to study. Why would
Those bandits learned a hard lesson. Master Li is not a man to stand by while the town is attacked. Same with you. When something has to be done, you do it. What can I do to help you? It would be an honor. Are you sure you have time? Excellent. Let's find a quieter spot to spar. Once we're finished, I'll have to return here and continue my meditations.
I wish I had seen Master Li destroy the bandits. That style he used sounded impressive. I hope you were not injured in the bandit attack. You fought bravely from what I hear. There must be fewer travelers for the bandits to prey on. They have to be desperate to attack the village. I wish I could have helped fight the bandits, but Master Li ordered everyone to stay here. I wish I had seen Master Li destroy the bandits. That style he used sounded
To hear Gao tell it, he single-handedly beat back the bandits. But I know you did the lion's share. Too bad I was stuck up here minding the younger students. It would have been great to see Master Li deal with that sorcerer. We so rarely see our master's true abilities in action. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things," to the others. Just the opposite, more likely. That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. You could just be pouring honey in my ears, but that's not half as fun as other places it could go.
Lynn, you're incorrigible.
Maybe I should spend more time training and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning. You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that. Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. Not that you don't deserve the attention. I'd be flirting with you non-stop if you weren't so focused on whatever it is Master Li has in store for you. All of us get a little envious of that. Even Gao gets pushed aside, and he doesn't like being anything less than the center of attention. You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of. Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up together. Frankly, I think she might have a little crush on you, too. Notice how she's been less willing to train with you recently?
Lynn, that's not the reason why at all. I just want to avoid being a distraction.
Oh, sorry, Dawnstar. I'm sure you'd know best. Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense for ghosts and the like meshes well with the great destiny Master Li sees for you.
Yes, what are you trying to say?
I have nothing against you, but some of the things you claim to see, it just doesn't seem right. I know there are ghosts and spirits, but why should she be able to sense them when I can't? What makes her special? While Master Li tries to never let it show, he obviously holds a special place in his heart for you two. I suppose that's hard to deal with, even if I have been here far less time than you two. You know what is said. Master Li believes you're special, but won't say why. It makes you interesting. Some of the others don't find it as intriguing as I do. Some even consider it an attack on their worth. Gao, obviously. You know he doesn't like you. He never has. And when Master Li tells him to model himself after you, that just makes it worse. If you wish, what do you want to ask about? Master Li took me in when no one else would. He is a firm master, but a kind man deep inside. I imagine that he walked. If you want anything more than that, you'll have to ask someone who was here at the time. That was 20 years ago. I really don't know or care. It may as well have been Sagacious Tien, the first emperor. That was before I was born. Oh, I know. That rumor spread very quickly, though not many people want to talk about it. It's quite disturbing, so some people prefer to pretend that they never heard it. It makes me wonder if Master Li is a hero of some sort. If bandits are coming for him, I bet he made their lives difficult before. If he were going to tell anyone, though, it'd be you. Why don't you ask him? Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise? They're exactly what you'd expect. The souls of humans who have died. According to all the legends, when you die, your soul travels to the underworld. Once there, your soul is judged and placed upon the wheel of life, so that it can return to this world in a new life. A soul that doesn't return to the wheel of life becomes a ghost. According to the stories, ghosts are usually people whose souls are trapped in this world, either by circumstance or because they won't let go of their old lives. The thing is, those circumstances are very rare, and you never heard about ghosts 10 years ago. Now everyone's talking about them. It's like something has happened, and people aren't leaving this world like they should be. Either that or it's mass hysteria, but I can't believe that explanation. That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people. The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts, the ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense.
We can always discuss this privately if you're curious, but I'm interested in Lynn's impressions.
From what I understand, Dawnstar is very sensitive to magic and to the spirits we call ghosts. She sees things that others can't. Sometimes she knows things that she shouldn't. I really can't say if it's intuition or something else. I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years. I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate. When I am done? I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City, I should see it at least once in my life. Of course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to be able to best you one day, aren't I? Excellent. Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground. Once we're done, I'll wander back here if you need me again.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. It is a shame about Kia Min. She holds the record for the most opponents defeated in my little training challenge. No one can challenge her record while she is injured. I have a little something tucked away for anyone who can best Kia Min's feat. That includes you, of course, but any attempt will have to wait until she is healed. You could match it, but with Kia Min injured, there aren't enough students free to beat it. You will have to wait until she is healed to challenge the record. I know you held it until recently, but Kia Min has a knack for group fights, and she set a new bar just yesterday. As I said, I have a special incentive for anyone who can beat her performance, but you will have to wait until she is healed before I have enough students. Her wound was not mortal, but it was severe enough that I will not let her fight as she is. I suppose you could ask her if there's anything you could do to help. I can arrange for a little sparring. Are there any special conditions you would like to introduce? I know you prefer a challenge. Very well. I'll choose someone who is competent in one-on-one combat. This is only a practice bout, so fight until your opponent is knocked out. Get ready. Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like? I can arrange. Yes, I suppose your fight against the bandits made you want to brush up on this. A duo to test their cooperation. Some of the younger students will think you are easy prey in such a situation. Show them the truth. Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious. Very good. A trio. Very well. This will be a valuable experience for all involved. Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious. Very good. I can... Yes. Facing a foursome means that you will have to remain aware of the fighting environment the whole time. Be ready. Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious.
Weakness
You are improving every day. I have observed your technique and you may not realize it, but you are more resilient. Let me show you. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment? I am sorry, but Master Li does not permit such techniques to be flaunted at the school. There is danger in wielding such power if you are not ready. He does not demonstrate those skills very often. There are paths of the way that hold great temptation if one is not careful. I can clarify this, but I cannot offer the fight you wish. Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Sana ia kanea ni? Sisa ia akawawi o kupwaia wo tuka utro. Wasafno sasitu no ko ota napia ifa ia ok. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifa wia o ka wiki no. Ika kahia wo no ka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya yuia wai. Aworth utkua wo kokopia kawa ia elwoth. Pier shath uk ni uksa ia sun puno kahon wo ushashia uksa hiaka. Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifawia ok ta wiki no. wasafno sositu no ko ota napia ifaria ok. Aworth utkua wo kokopia kawa ya elwoth. Koni uk noea kup sa ia sisia su ukot. Aworth utkua wo kokopia kawa ya elwoth.
That will make his life a lot easier. Gao's father is not a good man to have angry at you, from what I hear.
Ia. Wowo ia kukwania sinia ia. Niato no napadi irovir. Taui ia koana ia sonir ipoki. Wuno wir na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo ko nirfuk no sankut na no wana napir. Niato no napadi irovir. Koni uk nawata ir. Irkana, o Nigasuri Irkwana no Kasa Iriroro. Tasi si tintu, Fonye wowosi ye wo tahufu. To fuwe tawita ir ukarashita wewo. Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siiri panoneniko. Niato no napadi irovir, kuni uk nawata ir. Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siiri panoneniko. Tikotro tuaso.
A potential custom... What can I... Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away. Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good. Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain. If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice. Business has been slow. What am I supposed to do? Starve? I suppose it would be bad for my reputation, and you're well known enough that word would get around. Fine, I'll knock off a bit of silver. An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly, and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly. Do come back when...
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need? The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost? That's very kind of you. I can't thank you enough. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready. Goodbye.
What can I do? What is there to say? She tells me that she is feeling much better. If you wish to face her, I will allow it. Kiamin says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes. Focus! Well done! As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kiamin is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment? Goodbye.
You fought well, and the record is yours. I'm happy for you and couldn't care less about the record. It was just good to fight again and feel no pain. I'm a bit tender right now, but that's to be expected. I should be in much better shape before long. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
Well, it seems you have everyone on your side again. Hero of the village as well as the school.
It is a well-earned accolade. We should all be proud.
I'm not sure why. Such vermin are barely a threat. I beat a couple of those fools as well, just not the swarm on the beach. They deserved a chance to celebrate, in my opinion, so I left them with a few silvers with which to enjoy themselves. They took down a bandit who dared try to circle around me. That's the kind of support I need. Men who watch my back, but don't get in my way. Besides, what's a few bandits to one of my skill? Hardly worth the time. So you are at their beck and call? A service animal for those too weak to protect themselves. That's an endless, foolish road to go down. There are always victims, always weaklings. You could live 1,000 lives and still someone would be begging for your help. Why should I care? I have little interest in the other students here, and even less for the mud farmers outside. I am here to train, nothing more. You'll soon see what I am capable of. I will make sure of it. I'm done with you. Go talk to your precious master. Training will not resume until he has met with you.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling him, you would have many promising students instead of one.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If he is truly better than me, let him prove it. I challenge him.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready. Then let the fighters meet in the arena. Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Fighters, begin!
Legendary strike. My style is... Focus! Focus! You can't...
It is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
No! I'm not finished!
Gao, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now. Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the spirit cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
That was exciting. I'm glad you are safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off. I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Li has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father. But don't you wish that some things made more sense? Anticipation is grueling. So much could be happening that you just don't know about. It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Li is waiting for you. You should go to him.
Gao is a disgrace. I don't know why Master Li lets him stay. Gao should be ashamed at such childish displays. Everyone is talking about your victory. Well, that and ghost stories. Master Li has disciplined Gao many times, but it just makes the fool more angry. Gao is a disgrace. I don't know why.
Where did Gao learn that style? Surely Master Li didn't teach it to him. Gao gets very angry when Master Li disciplines him in front of the other students. Gao was a fool to challenge you. You have always been better than him. Where did Gao learn that style? Surely Master Li didn't teach it to him.
Gao is a fool to cheat. Our teacher is a kind man, but he is not soft and doesn't tolerate that kind of thing. You'll face worse things than Gao in the cavern if what I've heard is right. I hope you're ready. What do you need from me? No one really knows anything about that cavern, except that Master Li has strictly forbidden us to go in there. He has always said that it is a place of final testing. I hear whispered rumors that there's something horrible down there. I even asked around town, and there's old stories of masters before ours sending students into that cavern, and the students never finding their way out. I don't have a clue, but I don't envy you having to go down there. Then again, you are the strongest of us, as we're so often reminded, so you'll be fine. This is all rumor, mostly gossip from the people in Two Rivers. As I said, no one really knows what's down there. Well, no one but you, once you tell Master Li you're ready. Leaving so soon? Oh well, back to my training.
Master Li once asked me not to use the style I learned in the Imperial City. It was a fair request, so I agreed. Gao should have known better than to use a forbidden style. What can I do to help you? I haven't been here long enough to hear anything but rumors. Everyone prefers not to think about that place. I certainly don't envy you for having to go down there. Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lin parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Li wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
Gao was a fool for challenging you. Oh, he's good, but you've always been stronger. He just wouldn't admit it to himself. Thing is, your prize is going into the cavern beneath the school. To hear Lin tell it, that place is going to challenge even you. Next to nothing. I know Master Li forbids us to go in there until our final test, but that's about the only fact I have. I hate repeating stories that aren't my own. Lin has no such qualms, so go ask her about the cavern.
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
I heard you had a big fight and won. I guess that's good, but I don't want to fight at all. I know lots of ghost stories, but I like hearing about your fights more. I heard people say Gao doesn't fight fair. Why do you let him stay with you if he's like that? You should get ghosts in your school so you can beat them and everyone can stop being afraid. I heard you had a big fight and won. I guess that's good, but...
I have not been here that long, but even I know that Gao the Lesser despises you. You certainly taught him a lesson. I just hope that you will be all right in the cavern. Master Li has forbidden anyone else to go in there, and Student Lin says that place is dangerous. Master Li was looking to speak.
Everybody says you are the best fighter in your school. Maybe you'll scare away the ghosts they keep talking about. I guess there are still ghosts coming, but everybody's just talking about your fight with Gao. I'm glad Gao got beat, but I bet he got real mad about it. He gets mad a lot. I don't think Gao likes getting yelled at. Master Li does it a lot. Everybody says you are the best fighter in your school. Maybe you'll scare away the ghosts they keep talking about.